The Mavericks are off to a rough start per usual, and I think that's why you see the fan base so pissed. They thought this year would be different. Maybe for once they get off to a fast start. Now, from an outside perspective, I wouldn't overreact too much. Don't get me wrong, that loss to the Jazz deserved a reaction. That cannot happen. However, they've had a tough schedule to start the year, facing the Suns 2 times at home, 1 on the road, then road games against the Warriors, Nuggets, and overall the teams they've faced outside of the Jazz are very good. Here's their records. Again, taking the Jazz out, their opponents have a 59 win percentage. And also, they aren't getting blown out. Despite being 5-7, they have a positive point differential, +3. A few things swing their way, that record could be drastically different. Now, the most confusing thing, a team with Kyrie and Luka, aka known closers, have been bad in clutch games. 1-6, last in the entire NBA. And last season they were 23-9 in clutch games. A lot of the Mavericks' struggles to me involve Luka's poor shooting. In the clutch, he's shooting 38%. So far, they've gotten off to slow starts as well. Mavericks are 24th in the league for first quarter offensive rating. On top of that, 22nd in defensive rating for that quarter. So do the simple mathematics, they usually are losing after the first. And the thing is, Luka is chucking to start the game. He leads the team in field goals attempted by a wide margin in the first quarter, but he's only shooting 41% from the field and 32% from 3. I know it's simple, but I truly think a lot gets fixed if Luka starts shooting the ball better. Because let's be honest, that whole system is Luka. Now keep in mind, he also missed training camp with an injury, and lately I've seen a lot of Dallas fans expressing that they feel like he's playing hurt. The disappointing part to me is clearly mentally and physically he isn't where he's supposed to be early in the year. The body language at times also has not been good, and as a leader, you expect better. Especially when he has gotten this criticism pretty much every single season. And maybe the injury is playing a part in that, but who knows? No matter how you slice it, to me, Luka Doncic is the main reason for the slow start. Him playing better would clean up a lot, because Kyrie and Klay are playing efficient basketball. Especially Kyrie Irving. He's been on fire to start the year, and some have said at times Luka has taken the ball out of his hands when he should have just let Kyrie cook. Against Golden State, that was a common complaint. But to me, that's expected. That's going to happen. Because the Mavs have built an environment with a system where naturally Luka is always the guy. So eventually, pretty much 99% of the time, no matter what's going on, Luka's going to have that rock. And let's just be honest, Luka's shot selection has always been questionable. It's just that his shot making, his insane shot making, blurs it. So when that shot making goes away, those criticisms are so easy to make. And the thing is, he has taken 83 step backs this year, highest in the league by far. So he's settling. He's also shooting the lowest percentage among players who shoot a lot of step backs. 36.7%. The Mavs and Luka might want to focus on him getting easier looks until his shot starts dropping, especially early in the game. But at the same time, this is his style. It will probably revert back the other way eventually, and instead of criticizing, we will be adoring his deep step backs. But let's be real, injuries has also hurt them. I'm telling you, whenever you see Dwight Powell out there, I just feel bad for Mavericks fans. It's probably going to go bad. But in all seriousness, PJ Washington has missed 5 games. It seems like he's the glue guy. He's crucial to their defense and rebounding. They have a winning record with him on the court this season. Derek Lively has missed 4 games as well. Good thing is, he came back yesterday for that embarrassing loss, but they do have a 500 record with him out there. Now, the one thing that is disappointing is it seems like they can't afford any injuries. If Luka is really hurt and he misses time at some point, I mean, good luck. With the parity in the league, I don't see 32-year-old Kyrie, 34-year-old Klay Thompson carrying them to a positive record without Luka. I mean, it seems like they can't even fully function without PJ Washington. Side note, one thing Boston never gets credit for is developing guys like Peyton Pritchard. He's averaging 16 points off the bench for them so far. I look at Jaden Hardy, I see potential as a scorer, but he's just not reaching it. He's not consistent, only averaging a career low 3 points per game. It just seems like they have trouble developing legit help for their stars. It seems like they always got to trade for help. And currently, they are 26th in the league in bench points per game. And even scarier, off that bench, they are shooting 26% from three. And my goodness, the three-point shooting has regressed early on. Last year, they were second in three-pointers attempted. You'd think adding Klay Thompson would help that go up. Well, nope. This year, they are 17th in the league. They are also shooting around the same percentage, 36% to 34% this year. Najee Marshall has not helped. 2 threes attempted per game. He's shooting a horrid 16% from three. Now, don't get it twisted. He has had his moments, and this month he's showing his potential. He's been great, and his playmaking and driving ability are a nice addition. But in my opinion, his fit early on compared to Derrick Jones Jr. is not as good. I think they miss another lob threat on the court, and defensively, Jones Jr. can extend to the perimeter more consistently against quick players. Thus far, it feels like a downgrade, but that can easily change if he keeps playing like this and Dallas starts winning. But back to the three-point shooting. Overall, right now, Kyrie, Klay, and Quentin Grimes are carrying the threes. Everyone else feels like it's most likely going to be a brick. They still have to find a way to up that volume as a team. And last but not least, rebounding is another key issue. In losses, their opponents live off the offensive glass. 16 for the Jazz yesterday, 18 for the Warriors, 18 for the Rockets. PJ Washington is definitely a big part of their rebounding and defense, so him missing has hurt them a lot. But simply put, they need to clean this up. Too many second chance opportunities are being given up. That's all I got, though. Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section.